Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Mobile Suit Gundam Federation vs. Zeon. I'm Lokenhar, and it's an abysmal-looking day outside, so I figured it's a good time to sit down, put the fireplace on, and do a little recording. Now, when we left off, we had just done a couple missions. I only did, I think, almost 11, so not too many, but let's go ahead and start off and get back into this with an easy mission. I haven't played it all in a little while, so I think something easy to start with at work. So let's do Destroy the GA Attack Carrier. We've already done one similar to this before. Use our 2-star tuned gym and let our partner be a normal gym or ground type gym. I want to try and keep most of my tuned mobile suits to my own personal use unless I get a lot of them. There's our GA Attack Carrier. Now, they're going to send a lot of peons at you as usual, so take them out at your leisure. Now, for this level, you can get on top of the GA carrier if you time it just right with a jump from the highest building. Once you're up here, this is easy. There's absolutely nothing they can do to hurt you. I think the only thing that can actually happen to you is that you might get out of field like that. You know, that happens whenever you cross that one orange line. Don't worry, as long as you're not being fired upon, you should be okay, but you can still be hurt while in autopilot. Let's see if I can get up back on top of that building again. Good shot. Alright. Now you can use your beam saber, but I warn you, you may fall off. No big deal. He didn't have much health left to begin with, so all said and done. My accuracy should be rather high because I was really concentrating on the GA carrier than the peons. Yeah, that's what I thought. Being high, upper 80s. They should give me a new type rank. Yeah, new type rank, right at rank D. That should look good on me, my ranking for the long run. Alright, now we've only got 2 missions left, one of which I absolutely hate, but we're going to do the one I don't hate, which is a simple base patrol. This is a new type of mission where all we have to do... all we have to do is just waste time and survive until the timer is up. You're going to find these types of missions a lot. The ones that make them annoying are when you have the timer, but you also have to defend something. Those are really annoying. Yeah, these are Zaku ones. They're not too powerful. This is actually the second time I've attempted recording again today. Got about half an hour's worth of footage in, and the game crashed on me. And for some reason, it managed to corrupt the footage that I had recorded. I'm not sure entirely how that happened, but it did. So basically, what I'm going to do now is try and make these recording sessions shorter. Trying to avoid that, and probably save a lot more often. Alright, now we're moving on to some Zaku 2s. Ow. Nice. Yeah, this is Belfast. It's an okay mission. Not the greatest in the world. Not my favorite level by far. But it's not too bad. We'll be coming back here quite a bit during the early parts of this campaign. Yeah, skunked your ass. Try to pull out a heat hawk on me. Come on. Once more. No? You're getting shown up by my partner, aren't you? The AI is kicking your ass. You ain't going nowhere, fool. If you can get your AI partner and you to kind of get in sync, this goes really rather smoothly. There they are. Alright. Cool, managed to get 2 more before time ran out. It's not bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, for a minute I thought it froze again on me. Just barely managed to get the gem to stick the landing. Crappy accuracy and okay evade rate, not bad. 10 mobile suits, not too bad. Partner got a few. Unfortunately, your partner's score does not add to your own. Oh, huzzah, we got a ball. And this looks like our next mission, which I hate this mission for the sole purpose that it forces me to use my most hated mobile suit in this game. The mass-produced RGM-79. I hate this piece of crap. Granted, they were kind of like, at least the original models in the series were pieces of shit to begin with. These ones in the game just took that meaning to a whole new level, and they are mass-produced, you see them everywhere. They are basically just like cancer cells. You blow one up and there's another one there. It's a tasteless joke, but it's a good comparison. The second reason I hate this mission is because of this fucking level. You're in space. This is actually our first real 360-degree kind of control, but you have all this debris here. Now, if I stay still, eventually you'll notice that the debris should start moving around, like that. The debris has a current. How the hell there's a current in the middle of frickin' space, I'll never understand. You can make the argument, I guess, that the Earth's gravity is pulling, the debris closer and such, but the debris just rocks back and forth, almost as if waves going out on a current. It just gets really annoying. And even if it was the fault of the Earth's magnetic field, or not magnetic field, but gravitational field, these things would be moving extremely slow. So, back to why I hate the gem in this game. It has very little armor for a mobile suit, especially because seeing how you're going to be forced to use this thing a lot more as the game progresses, and primarily, I hate the weapon that it has. This weapon is known as the beam spray gun, and it is an absolute colossal piece of shit. For the sole reason that it has hardly any attack power. It's killing stuff right now, but I'm fighting Zaku 1s. This is the beginning of the game. There are no other weapons for this mobile suit. And as you progress, the mobile suits you will fight have quite a bit more armor hit points than stuff we're fighting now. The beam spray gun just doesn't doesn't cut the mustard as it were at the end of the game. Another reason why I hate this thing, it only has 12 shots. And with beam weaponry, you cannot automatically or manually reload like I can with the machine bullet gun that the ground gem type has. And for that reason, if I waste too many shots, then nothing comes of it, and I am absolutely out of ammo and forced to go in for close quarters. Ugh! Hate this piece of shit. It has no capabilities. Now, I guess the Zeon equivalent to the gem, especially the space-type gem, would have to be the Zaku 2, just in terms of mass production. But the Zaku 2 is so versatile compared to the gem. Ugh. I mean, it has several different mission pack types that you can use, multitude of weapons, and they're decent. I like how they handle it. Bum 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 dun dun dun. I hate the RGM-79. It is the mass production of the Gundam mobile suit and is a piece of crap. And of course they give me one right here, so Hazan. As if I needed to have it. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh, okay, here's our first of our story-based missions, I guess you could say that. The White Base is the title ship for the original Mobile Suit Gundam series, and whenever you see a mission like this come up, it's generally going to be something that forwards the story a little bit, or at least along the lines of the campaign. So let's go ahead and do it. These missions also tend to be a lot more difficult. I'm not going to use the gem. I hate the gem. I'm going to use the ball. I'm going to let my partner use the gem, so he can use that. Why? Because the gem is a piece of shit. No, seriously, I like the ball a lot better for the earlier space combat missions for the sole purpose that the cannon has a lot more shots per reload. I have 120 shots versus 12 for the gem. Granted, this cannon is not nearly as powerful as the beam spray gun at the moment, but regardless.
Open main cannons and mega particle cannons.
Now, the ball's kind of cool. I like it. It's a little bit. It looks more like it belongs in a construction zone than it does necessarily for combat. And I'm pretty sure that there are variations that were made, or at least designed, that showed that the ball was a construction type mecha. Wow, get manhandled. So this is the type of mission where we have to wait until your ally, which is the White Base, gets through a certain area. That's the White Base over there. You just have to defend it. This is going to occur quite a few times, and it won't necessarily be the White Base that will have to do defend missions like this, but very similar types.
White Base is under attack. Request escort.
Trust me, there is no way that any of these mobile suits right now have the combined firepower to actually take the White Base out.
The damage is spreading.
So, if the White Base gets a little bit damaged, don't really get too worried about it. Trust me, it won't be that big of a deal, especially considering we're only fighting Zaku's. Now, if we were fighting something a little more kick, for example, a Gelgoog or a Zong, then we might have cause for a little bit of worry. Or if we were fighting a named mobile suit. We haven't really run into any of those as of yet, but named mobile suits are generally a lot stronger than their plain cousins. So if it has a call number like Zaku 2 versus an actual person's name or something like that, then it's just a regular suit. But if it has a name, a unique moniker, then it is most definitely a named or veteran suit, whatever you want to call them. Almost done with this here. White Base has almost escaped the mission area. See if we can't take out one more of these guys. Nice! For some strange reason, the Allied AI is doing much better in the gym than I usually do. Oh god, he got damn close. And my partner shot me. And that's the end of this mission. You can shoot down as many of the mobile suits as you want. If you're really quick, you can shoot down quite a few of them. No real benefit to shooting more necessary than, less. So take your time, let your AI partner fuck around, it doesn't matter. Even if your AI partner gets destroyed, in this type of a mission, there's no real consequence for that. So since we did that story mission, we've kind of furthered the options we can actually get to here. 1 in space and 2 in Earth. Quite a few good ones here. I think I'm actually going to do that space combat one. I just want to get that out of the way and clear space. Which, unfortunately, that means I'm either stuck with a gym or the ball. So we're going to go ahead and do the gym, just because it's a little bit more... has a little bit more health than the ball does at the moment. I'm really hurting for space mobile suits, so I'm going to get these missions out of the way as soon as I can. This is another type of defend, except this time, instead of a timer or waiting for them to escape the area, all we have to do is keep them from blowing the fuck out of the thing, and then kill them. Not too difficult, or it can be. The Salamis, which is a Federation-type space cruiser, is a piece of shit. These things are almost as bad as the gems for cannon fodder. Especially in some of the later series, you just see these things popping like crazy. We do get a couple friends to come and help us on occasion. Not very many of them, and they're usually not going to be worth a whole lot. Watch the hitboxes, because you can accidentally hit the Salamis, and you will do damage to it. That's the one thing I hate about using beam weaponry, is that the tracking is so much more different than with like physical bullets and kinetic rounds. It's just so weird. Moving up to Zaku 2s, these should take a little bit more out of the enemy's health bar. They're definitely coming out of the woodwork now. Ugh, keep hitting the Salamis. Now, for some reason I've been really lucky in this mission, and I've seen quite a few explosions where they actually blow up legs first instead of through the torso like is normal. That's kind of rare, but I see it a lot more in space than I do on like the ground. Oh, almost out of field there. Alright, we're almost done. The Salamis is practically home free. Ugh. There we go. Shot in the back. Or the ass, one of the two. Man, this thing's a piece of shit. I hate the gym. It gets kind of close to redeemable, I should say. Close to redeemable once you get tuned up versions of it. But at the beginning, they're pieces of crap. I can't stand them. Hey, we got our first very hard mission. I'm pretty sure that's a story. Yep, it's a defend the white base. Pro tip, anything that involves the white base is considered a story mission, or at least should be. We're not going to do that one quite yet. I have a few more I want to do. I want to do this one here. Is testing a new prototype, the Ground Combat Gundam, which did not appear in the original series, but was added on later in the 8th MS team, same as the Ground Gym. I like this suit. It's really fun to use. I also like the design for it. It's a little bit different than the Gundam itself. As one, it's mass-produced, and two, it doesn't have the same type of armor, if I remember correctly. Along with that, it does not have the really expensive core block system. For those people who don't know what the core block system is, Gundam, or X-78, actually has a small fighter within its chest that can actually come out and form with other things and such like that. It was really back in the days when Gundam was still very close to like super robot. So, yeah. Now these Magellan attack tanks have two parts to them, as you can see. Some of them are the first part is the bottom, and the second part is the flying torso portion, or the flying upper deck portion. They both cost the Zeon health bar, but they don't cost that much, so I just took them out because they were there. No chance, no chance, no chance. I do like the Gundam, or the Ground Gundam. It's a nice mobile suit. It doesn't have a Vulcan in the head, it has it in its chest, which is an interesting type. you don't really see that even in later Gundam designs and mobile suits designs. Of course, we're using our classic machine bullet, which I like immensely, for the sole purpose that I can actually use it as much as I want and not have to worry about reload times. Ugh. Okay, come on. Now, I like the Federation campaign version a little bit better, just because I like their variations of suits. There aren't as many, but you get a lot of them. Now, with the Zeons, there are a huge amount of variations for mobile suits. You got the Zaku 1, the Zaku 2, the Guff, you have the Dom, you've got the Akai, you've got the Zok, you've got the Zong. I mean, just a lot of mobile suits. I like that, the fact that they have that many. I mean, there's a mobile suit for almost every purpose that you can go through in this game, and a lot of them are multi-purpose, unlike the Federation. Oh, cool. So we've got our first prototype ground Gundam. I was hoping we'd get one. And we rendezvous with the Medea Supply Corps.
We have delivered a new mobile suit.
Yep, that's fine. We received another gem. Huzzah. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Well, we don't really need to do the Medea mission. What's this one up here? Texas Colony. Find and destroy enemy. Sure, why not? Now, this is unique. Even though it is in space, we can still use ground-type mobile suits because it's inside of a colony. I don't think I'm going to use the ground Gundam. I think I'm going to use my regular gem and go from there on that. There, right there, pictured is a, I can't remember the name of that thing. It's the G something. It's when Gundam combines with certain like armor pieces and creates this flying fortress type thing. Very super robot. Even the way it looked was very super robot. Granted, this was designed, or the series was designed in early 80s, late 70s kind of thing, so you gotta forgive him for that. I mean, when you only have other super robot shows to look at. Thanks for shooting me in the back there, champ. We ran into each other. Still just Zaku 1s and Zaku 2s. We're not seeing a whole lot of variation in the Zeon mobile suits. Just because they haven't been created yet. Ugh, I knew I was going to hit there. And that Magellan attack tank top is a vicious weapon. What do we got over here? Another Zaku 1. Not sure who hit me, my partner or the Zaku. Not doing too well, almost down to half health. Nice try, pal. Another thing I like about weapons like this, and even the beam rifle's capable of it, is that it can destroy certain types of rockets that are fired at you, which is always nice. Nice, partner got him. Sometimes the AI actually proves itself useful. Not often, but on occasion. Ba, ba, ba. Ugh. Ooh, God, abysmal. Abysmal accuracy and even worse, evasion. Received another ground combat mobile suit. Nice. Let's see here. What else we got? Yes, check the pilot status for that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this hard mission, though, which is white base. This is a simple end the operation type thing. You do have to defend the white base, but trust me, it will not come under much attack. So we'll use our new 1-star tuned-up ground Gundam. We're also going to see at least one named mobile suit in here.
I doubt that the enemy will let us go.
I have destroyed before, but it's extremely difficult to do so.
Do you read?
And you don't really get anything for it.
The enemy has surrounded white base, requesting reinforcements.
Now let's see, our first mobile suit should appear from over here.
Zeon forces are not going to let us out of this town.
Should be right about here.
They're here.
There we are.
The enemy has found us.
Played this mission so many times, I know where these guys spawn at. Now, we don't have a partner, so you're on your own for the most part. Later on, we'll get some generics, but nobody we can actually control. For the most part, this is a relatively easy mission, considering that it's marked as very hard. Which I don't understand why it is. As long as you're not an idiot, you don't really get hurt. White base, score 1. Here comes our first named mobile suit, Char Aznable, the Red Comet. This thing is a beast. Do not engage unless you absolutely know what you're doing. As you can see how much damage I'm doing to him, even when I've scored a couple direct hits on him. That cannon of his, however, will do tremendous damage to us. We also have a friend who comes out to help us, Armoro Ray, the actual Gundam pilot, piloting the Gundam. So he can actually mess Char up pretty good. Recommend for a first-time player, stay the hell away from these two. If Gundam accidentally hits you, he will take out about a third of your health in one shot. Or vice versa for Char. It hurts. So just let them kind of have it out. They're not going to really attack the white base, so all you got to worry about are the peon suits. This is just playing out for your benefit. They eventually run off, and that's about it for the rest of this mission. Find you a nice seat on top of the white base and watch the credits.
That Trojan horse.
Can't turn the camera manually. That'll do. See that Gao attack carrier in the upper right corner? Somebody's gonna try and do a kamikaze mission on us.
Blame this on the misfortune of your birth. What? Misfortune?
You were indeed a very good friend to me. Don't take it personally. You can thank your father for this.
You double-crossed me, Char?
Yep, that's right.
I am a son of the
Definitely
zombie
screwed you over.
family, and I
Don't even
will
bother
down
shooting
you.
at this thing. It won't get very far.
Glory to the Principality of Zeon!
And thus, Garmazabi is dead. Yep,
Enemy
that's it.
destroyed.
I don't know why they marked this
Thank
mission as
you
very
very
hard,
much.
besides the fact that Char does appear and will totally own your ass if you don't last for a few seconds until Armoro shows up. Bum, bum, bum. 100% evade rate. Not too shabby, except the accuracy is kind of crap, but oh well.
We have delivered a new model mobile suit.
Have you now?
It's a long-range support prototype mobile suit.
Ah, we have gotten a
Utilize
gun
it.
tank. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I will actually be making quite a usage of that. Let's see, Luna 2, what do we got? Battle strength is 0. What else we got down here? Beam rifle test. Yep, that's what it is. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the beam rifle test. Now, if you don't do some of these weapon tests, you may not get the weapon that they're testing. Sometimes you do just out of the blue and sometimes you don't. I don't go for all of the weapon tests. This one I do like to go for, however. This beam rifle's actually got quite a kick to it. And will usually destroy crap in one hit or so. Especially these Zaku ones. For some reason, the Magellan attack tanks can actually survive. Don't know why, don't care really. We want the Zakus. Huh, for some reason he managed to dodge half of that, or a portion of that. Ow! Zaku 2s are still a little bit stronger, but this weapon sure as hell beats the fuck out of the beam spray gun. Again, like any beam weapon, it has a charge time. Just be aware of that. You cannot manually reload this weapon. It sucks really bad. But for the most part, as long as you're not stupid with aiming, you shouldn't have any reason to really reload in this mission. Still got hit that. I was hoping to escape it. Come on, buddy. Watch your cautions. Whenever there's a yellow caution, it's blinking. That means that somebody's locked onto you. But when there's like that red tinge to around it and it starts getting like really palsy-like, then somebody shot at you. That's a good time to dodge. Let's go in close for a final kill. Bum, 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 bum. The damage isn't really realistic sometimes in this game. I mean, you either you lose your shield, and when you die, you either blow up as a whole, blow up your torso, or blow up your legs. There's not a huge variation in damage. Cool, we got our new beam rifle. Okay, here's kind of like a small cutscene-ish thing. I'm gonna be relatively quiet throughout this, because it does have actual voices with us. This is actually the funeral for, or partial funeral for Garmazabi, the twit who died in the Gao attack carrier. Alright, so here it goes.
We have lost a hero to our glorious and noble cause. But does this foreshadow our defeat? No! It is a new beginning. Compared to the Earth Federation, the national resources of Zeon are less than 1/30th. Despite this major difference, how is it that we've been able to fight for so long? My people, it is because our goal in this war is a righteous one. You of all understand this the best. We were driven from Earth and forced to become colonists in space. For 50 years, a handful of elites on Earth have extended control of the Earth Federation into space. How many times has the Federation quashed our demands for freedom? As long as we, the Principality of Zeon, fight for this sacred cause, God will